First of all, you are not broken. You might feel broken, but that's a whole separate issue. But you're also not on rewind or reverse either. So let's break down kind of what's going on here. The reason this is happening, that when you say something positive, it doesn't happen, but when you say something will never happen, it does, that's because your subconscious mind on some level is likely used to things going wrong. There's some sort of belief that it believes is true and is embedded in there that is more in line with things not going your way than with things going your way. So your subconscious belief is in alignment and more accepting with the thing that's never going to happen. And this is where persistence is key. The body is probably wired for negativity or to be in fight, flight, freeze, or survival mode, essentially. So when you're learning to switch that narrative from your mind and your body as well, then that's going to take a little bit longer than someone who grew up in experiences where they had things go their way. Or maybe they grew up in a dominantly positive, happy, carefree living space. But if you grew up in a space where you were designed and conditioned to just survive versus thrive, then that's going to be reflected in this experience you're having now, where it's feeling challenging for the positive thing to come to fruition and the negative thing to come to fruition more quickly. And as someone who has dominantly had negative things happen to me in the past, that transition was challenging for me. But I was very committed to myself and checking the narrative I was telling myself, giving and what meaning I was assigning to things. And also, the big kicker was to learn to validate, process, and release my emotions, because that helped regulate my nervous system, which is basically a reflection of how I was feeling inside and the narratives I was holding. So give yourself some grace, be kind to yourself as you're making this transition, and just start to become aware and observe how things are going for you and where your automatic reactions go when that happens. Because the most important thing to remember is that we don't use the out there, the 3D around us, as a measure for how successful we are. We use what's going on inside and our reactions to tell us how much we've grown or shifted or where we would like to grow or shift more.